The commander in bleach got the jab, the Soros serum, the Fauci frappuccino. Man, that is not going to sit well in the stomachs of Trump swallowers. They were not meant to swallow this kind of load. But, I mean, to be fair, he only got the jab because RFK told him COVID can cause chronic insufficiency. That is why Trump got the Pfizer vaccine and the Moderna vaccine and the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Not gonna risk it. Popped a fistful of Trump RX Blue Chews just to be safe, but nothing was bringing Donald Trump Jr. back to life. So he had an emergency circumcision. Painful? Sure. But nothing you can't fix with a Tylenol suppository. Unfortunately, the Tylenol killed Trump Jr. and gave Trump turbo autism. I'm just kidding. We had an autistic president. We'd have light speed rail and universal health care 100 days into their term. Japan's trains and Canada's healthcare. An autistic president hyper fixated on fixing America. They'd memorize all 7 articles of the Constitution and follow it. Trump wishes he had autism. Instead he's stuck with carotenemia and trans derangement syndrome.
So some very serious health concerns regarding Donald Trump are once again surfacing as he's set to go to Walter Reed Medical Center on Friday for what the White House is referring to as a routine yearly checkup. You see, the issue is that they claimed he already had a routine yearly checkup back on April 11th. There, the purported doctor said that Donald Trump was perfectly healthy as evidenced by the fact that he wins many golf tournaments. That was a direct quote from those what I thought were very phony medical reports at the time. Now, we're also learning about some other data points that suggest real serious health issues, both cognitive as well as physical. There have been many speculating before that Donald Trump had a series of mini strokes that actually date back to his first term and that may have occurred again. Now, we're seeing, for example, yesterday, Marco Rubio having to write notes to Donald Trump in very big letters that the press was able to capture. We need you to approve your social media post on the Truth Social platform to announce the deal, the purported ceasefire deal in Gaza, which we'll actually see what that really means. Donald Trump announces fake deals all the time. But what was very clear that someone else is writing Donald Trump's posts. But what we also learned is that when Donald Trump thinks he's sending direct messages to his cabinet members, messages that, by the way, are unlawful, he's posted those publicly. So one very serious message that I believe is incredibly illegal, that message that he sent to Pam Bondi, where he said, Pam, I need you to go and attack my political opponents, James Comey, Adam Schiff, and New York Attorney General Letitia James. Well, Wall Street Journal reported yesterday that that message was a direct message to Attorney General Pam Bondi. It was not supposed to be posted public, but Donald Trump accidentally posted it public because he's not really cognitively there anymore. I mean, when you see Donald Trump's response to this government shutdown and just his speech patterns in general, it was always very bad. I think during the 2024 election, it was certainly getting worse, and we called it out a lot. He would tell the stories about Hannibal Lecter, his best friend, imaginary serial killer friends that he had. He would talk about shark attacks and his fear of being electrocuted. He would talk about looking at the penises of golfers in showers. Arnold Palmer's penis he would talk about, and corporate media wouldn't talk about it. We would say, it doesn't seem to be there, but it's getting even worse. I mean, now he's out talking about getting $17 trillion in tariff shelves, that there are these tariff shelves with $17 trillion, and he has all this money, yet at the same time our government's run out of money, hence we're in a shutdown. So that doesn't really make sense.
So, Trump has been hospitalized because of one or two things. Now he's in the hospital for the second examination of medical. He went to the Walter Reed to go over the second examination of how he's feeling, medical. But today in this video, I'm not going to talk about everything because I'm not in America. I'm not with Trump. I don't know anything about Trump. So I will read the comments of you guys who are in America today. I don't want to read I want to give you a story that I don't know about too much about. I want to give you what people are saying. I have some clips. You watch them. I'll come back with the comment of people who are talking about how Trump, which is happening in America right now. So subscribe there and leave me a comment in the comment section. I'll come back and reply to every comment that any of you would be so nice to me and give it their view on my video. So let me begin with this. Play the video and I'll come back with the comments.
President Trump has just suffered a stroke, and I don't even think he knows it yet. He went out for a 9/11 remembrance today with his wife Melania. This was just moments ago. I was just watching it live, and what I'm seeing is one of the major stroke symptoms, facial drooping. Look at this video. This is from Washington Post, and you can go on YouTube and watch this live video. You can see that the right side of Trump's face is drooping down. This is one of the clear signs of a stroke. B FAST is the acronym that we use to look for signs, and F is the facial drooping.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
And there's more, because yesterday, Trump posted a video about Charlie Kirk. People were saying this video is AI edited, and it did not look like him at all.
Devoted his life to the cause of open debate.
Was his stroke yesterday? Did somebody in the White House notice this?
I'll begin with the first comment from this page. Of course, CNN covers this and not dementia from the past president. Absolutely ridiculous. President Trump is 100% more healthy and capable of running this country than Biden. So he means that this whole thing of Trump going to the hospital for exam on his health is a lie, right? Like they're lying, they're trying to blackmail you, they're trying to fool you. Because if Trump is healthy, then why are they giving us a story about how he is going on? People are just surprised. Like today, I realized that even kings are left with unfulfilled desires. Nobel Peace Prize. Can't talk about that too much about it because why are they saying that? Another thing is that this is routine. I'm willing to bet they will be as transparent as lead. Is it true that Trump's people are hiding this whole thing about Trump's health? Are they trying to tell him that Trump is just fooling us? Or fooling you who are living in America? Is he trying to fool you because is it true is in the hospital or not? Because this is scary, and why would he lie about his health? Instead of running the country to fix issues and the country, he now going to hospital because he want to lie to you because you know that the government won't be opened. I know his plan. I know the plan. I know what he's planning. So yeah, just read the comment here. More comments here. The doctor lies about his height and weight, but why would he not continue to lie about everything else? Doctor lied about his health and his height and his weight. Even the health, this is ridiculous.
Donald Trump's going to Walter Reed Medical Center tomorrow. Why? The White House said for his second annual checkup in 6 months. I don't know about you, but I don't do 2 physicals a year. Some people like pilots, they do. But the president usually doesn't. Now, Donald Trump's going there. We're once again going to hear on Friday or Saturday that Donald Trump is the peak specimen of manliness, that his 6'4", 230-pound frame is second to none, that his cognitive abilities are off the chart. Even as we all know, his blood type is Big Mac sauce, and we're going to roll our eyes at that and allow it to continue. We're not going to push the White House on more information. Traditional media definitely is not going to, even though the cognitive decline is apparent. Even though this is the second president in a row that their White House is covering up a health issue, cognitive or physical. We don't know yet with Donald Trump. Now, whether or not he's actually going for a physical, we won't know until a year or two after his presidency, when some tell-all book comes out and tells us what he actually went there for. But for now, this is the third president in my lifetime that they've covered up massive cognitive decline, or attempted to. And once again, he's going to Walter Reed. We'll never know why. And the White House isn't going to actually be truthful with us up until a point where they determine they need to remove him from office.
This man is 79 years old and running a country. Give him a break. Let's see how healthy and strong you all are at 79, if you even make it that long. Okay, in other words, this guy is trying to defend Trump about what Trump is doing to Americans today. Americans are suffering, Americans are losing jobs, Americans are living their own dream country to stay in other countries, to live their dreams. So, Trump is running the country. I don't know if it's in a good way or a bad way, but I feel like this is a bad way the country should be run by a leader in any way. But because Trump feel like he can run a country at his age, right now he's 79 years old. Okay, he's strong. I don't think he's strong. His mind are not strong to run the country the way. If he was in his right hand, I don't think he will be allowing people to suffer this much. Clip, come back with more comments.
The reason that Trump went back to Walter Reed Friday morning is because he had a stroke around Labor Day. Let's break it down. By the way, I'm a physical therapist with a doctorate in my field and 14 years experience in home health care, treating geriatric patients just like the president. Here's the memo sent from Dr. Sean Barbarella to Caroline Levitt. He's a DO, but we won't hold that against him. Just kidding. My primary doctor is a DO. President Trump successfully completed a scheduled follow-up evaluation today at Walter Reed. This was part of his ongoing health maintenance plan and included advanced imaging. When they say advanced imaging, they're talking about a full CT and MRI scan of his entire body that they cannot perform at the White House. Comprehensive laboratory studies performed in conjunction with the visit were exceptional, including stable metabolic, hematologic, and cardiac parameters. Using the word stable implies that they have been unstable recently, but they've been lying about his blood work for a long time. If he's only taking a statin and ezetimibe, he would never have the kind of blood work that they claim. But of course, that's because they're lying about his actual medication list. He's taking more medications than they're willing to release because they don't want you to know he's had a stroke. Oh, and then this little chestnut. In preparation for upcoming international travel, President Trump has also received preventative health screenings and immunizations, including a flu and COVID shot. Do you hear that, MAGA? Trump got another COVID shot because they're safe and effective. Go fuck yourself. If you're a patient that's had a stroke and you're at high risk of having another one, it's recommended that you get another round of scans 4 to 6 weeks after the initial event. Combined with all of his other stroke symptoms like difficulty with language, dysarthria, facial droop, weakness on the right side of his body, we're looking at a guy who had an ischemic stroke approximately 6 weeks ago, around Labor Day, where he disappeared for several days. Once again, the White House continues to lie about the president's actual physical condition. But everybody in the White House and a ton of people in Congress actually know the true situation. And that's why support for him is starting to wane. As soon as they either open the government back up or the other shoe drops with those files with his best friend, you're going to see just how much support Donald Trump doesn't have anymore. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Donald Trump just got double vaxxed. White House just released their official report from his visit to Walter Reed Medical Center, and in it they very clearly state that the president was given an annual influenza and updated COVID-19 booster vaccination. I mean, they could be lying, I suppose, because right underneath that they say his cardiac age is actually 14 years younger than his chronological age. They also say all of his other labs, including metabolic, hematolic, and cardiac parameters, are exceptional. The man doesn't release the Epstein files, nearly ruins the soybean market in the United States, is threatening China with more 100% tariffs, which is only going to drive up the cost of goods for Americans. And now he's double vaxxed. He accepts that $400 million plane from Qatar. He fired 4,000 people tonight because he was told that they were democratically aligned. He's got the government shut down because he wants to cut all of the Affordable Care Act subsidies, and that's the budget reason why we're shut down right now. I don't know, man. I don't know how much more these people who support him can take. Double vaxxed. Double vaxxed.
Okay, Mag, I have it your way. You want to believe Trump's medical report from yesterday? Then you also have to believe Trump himself is pro-COVID boosters and pro-flu shots. So according to Donald Trump and his doctor and what's best for him, vaccines work. Vaccines are mandatory. He's taking vaccines and then supporting Robert Kennedy. The hypocrisy knows no bounds. And you guys must be going through mental gymnastics trying to justify this, to try to make this make sense. Or he's just splitting his base even more. Share your thoughts in the comments section.
Another comment. He has a dementia and he's being humored by his cabinet. I understand it in a traditional dementia patient. So, as not to upset them, but when it's the US president, someone needs to take action to remove him. Okay, I feel like he is too old to run a country. His VP is also too old. We should replace him. When you know that Trump was 78, almost heading to 80 years old, why do you give him the power? Let me talk about Uganda in this situation. Uganda, their president is almost 83 years old, and he is still running the country for over 40 years. That is being a dictator. That ain't running a country because you are president, because you have power. No, that's being a dictator. And Yoweri Museveni is being a dictator to that country because he doesn't have a strong opposition. Anybody who is opposition him, they're not too strong for him. Maybe he's stronger than them. You see? So they have to bear with everything. Whichever he says, that is it. They can't stand out. The youths are trying to get into the power. If somebody who is almost same age like him failed to remove him from the power, who are you, Bobby Wine, to remove him from the power? So Trump is too old to run the country. He's too old to run America, because America is a country that needs somebody who is stable in his mind. US is not like any other country in the world. Just come from nowhere and you're done to run it the way you are, the way that age you have. No. America is a very strong country. It's a powerful country that needs attention. You feel me? So I don't know if this thing is going to end or how it will end, but it might end in a bad way. Last comment. You all remember when the doctor said he was super duper healthy with no problem just like 6 months ago? You know, health, anything can happen to health. Anything can change it within days, within blink of an eye. Today you are alive, tomorrow you are no more. So health we can talk about you being healthy today, but tomorrow we can't talk about you healthy. So it's tricky, but now let's see how it will end. Right? Subscribe there, leave a comment section. Tell me, is it that Trump is sick or just the propaganda of media to hide him from the public? Leave a comment. But if anything happens bad to Trump, that country will be, I think he'll be happy, because whichever they've been through, they can't take it anymore. They can't take it because it's not a good thing to them. Anyway, subscribe till next time. I'm Martin. Peace be with you. I love you and may God bless you, America. I love you. And out till next time.